Hello, everybody. Slim Kirby here, back for another run of the Stat Game Marathon Packed Game Mini-thon. Hope you guys remembered to pack a lunch, or I guess pack a dinner at this stage of the day. I'm going to be playing through the Fun Difficulty of a classic PC game gem known as Lemmings. This was a game that I played a lot as a child. Me and my father would spend hours literally trying to figure out like levels of this game as we tried to get through it, and it was a big game of my childhood, and I'm definitely happy that I'll get to showcase the game for you guys here at the Stat Game Marathon channel. So, like I said, this is the Fun Difficulty run of the game. There are 4 difficulties, each with 30 levels each. Tricky difficulty is just going to be the first 30 levels. If I did all of them, it would take a very long time, and we only had a day for this event, so didn't want to do that, but you know, I do enjoy the first 30 levels. It's a great introduction to the game, and I'm gonna just go ahead and get this started for you guys. So time actually starts when I press start right here on this screen. I'll go ahead and give Odin a little bit of a notification here. We'll be starting this run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So the basic goal of this game is you need to get all of your lemmings, or at least a certain number of your lemmings, to the exits, and there are a bunch of different tasks in this game that you can use to accomplish this objective. Here we actually using the digging task to dig through the floor so we can get to the exits. And there we go. That's the first level done. We only need to rescue 1 lemming for that level. You get the percentage at the very beginning. So for this level, for example, we have 10 lemmings. We have to save 10% again, which means only 1. So for this level, we have to use floaters. Basically, when you use a floater, they will be able to survive giant drops like this one. And you want to actually give them the floating ability as they're about to touch the ground, because it'll save a lot more time, so saving some precious seconds here. And I'm also using a select start trick to end the level early. That's why you're seeing the fade to black as early as you do. So there's actually a bit of a strategy where you actually want to do that like even sooner, because while it's fading to black, you will actually have time to essentially get like a, you know, there's some buffer room you have to work with, basically. So if a lemming is entering the door, basically, it'll still count. You can also raise the release rate as well to make the lemmings kind of come out a little bit faster as well. So you can do that just to kind of make this a bit faster. Let me pull up my notes here, because I forgot the percentage I need for this one. I have a bunch of notes written down. Looks like this is also 10%, so we're good. Okay, so next one we have... Okay, we need miners and climbers for this one. So, miners are kind of like diggers, but they kind of dig in a diagonal path. And climbers will just allow lemmings to climb up walls, so... We're going to mine through the floor here. And then once we do that, we're going to assign all of our lemmings to be climbers. I'll also, once again, increase the release rate a little bit just so we get this done a little faster. And we actually have to rescue them all on this level, so we'll actually get to see them all survive. Yeah, look at them go. They're doing a good job. They're doing a very good job. But yeah, I'll try to explain all the tasks as we get them. In these first few levels, they kind of only give you like one specific task, just to kind of teach you what it is. But later on, they'll give you like multiple versions of each task, so you can kind of try to figure out the solution yourself. This level, we're going to be using bashers We have 50 of them, so we can use them to our heart's content here. I'm going to also raise the release rate too, by the way, because this can be kind of a slow level. So bashers, basically they bash through walls. So they're kind of like diggers and miners, just more horizontal. And if you actually have like multiple lemmings doing bashing, like it's very, very slight, but you do go a bit faster if you manage to get that working. So now we need to bash through this web right here. That is actually a good comment in chat. There are some versions where you can speed this up, but I am playing the Super Nintendo version of the game, and that does not have a speed up feature, unfortunately, so we do have to kind of wait the lengthy period of time that we have here. This level gives you bombers and blockers. Bombers, well, as you can see, that's what they do. They blow up once the timer reaches 0. You actually don't need to use blockers at all for this level. In fact, you actually get this level later on in the game, and they don't give you any blockers. But blockers just put lemmings. They make lemmings stay in place. So that's basically all they do. And they can also turn lemmings around if they're, you know, about to go off of a cliff or high surface or into an obstacle or something. And this is, I think, the last task we haven't looked at yet. We have the builder. The builder will basically build staircases. So, you know, say you don't have enough climbers to get up all these high places, you may need to use a builder of sorts. I'm making all these staircases back here just to kind of slow these guys down a little bit. Because since we're trying to do this fast, we have this hole over here that we need to build over, so I'm trying to, you know, kind of stagger out the lemmings here a little bit, just so they don't get too many trapped in this little hole. Okay, that should be good. And if one falls in there, that's not a big deal. Let's see, just looking 50%, so something else you can do, obviously, if you want to reduce lag to make the game play speed up a little bit, you can just kind of move to the side away from where all your lemmings are. Lag reduction strats, I guess you could say. Okay, so 50 is the magic number. There we go. Let's see. Level 8. Oh, not as complicated as it looks. Well, they give you all these tasks, but this is really all you have to do. And we actually have to wait for 95, I think, for this one, so we'll be hearing these sound effects for a little while. It's kind of funny that the level's this short, but you see, like, all this, like, architecture in the background and on the sides. It's like they went through all the trouble of programming this, and you don't even need to mess with it at all. Okay, there we go. So next up, just looking, as long as you try your best, multi-bash. Okay. For this one, we just need to bash through this wall, and that's it. I think the challenge for this one is that they give you a really high release rate, but even then, like, it's still... If you multi-bash with multiple lemmings, you'll still do it. And this is a 90%, so once again, gonna reduce lag. And just wait for the counter to hit 90, and then we should be good. Yeah, that's the thing. There are a lot of stages in this game that are repeats, admittedly. So even though there are 100 levels, you can definitely expect there to be a bunch of repeats that you'll do again, just with tighter restrictions. So that's something you have to look out for. So sometimes if you see like an early level, you might want to think, oh, what do I do if they bring this level back later, you know? So Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, that's okay. We only have to save 10 of these. Okay, we're good. Keep your hair on Mr. Lemon. Okay, 11. Okay, this one's kind of interesting. So for this one, we're going to make a couple of climbers. And there's a reason why I say we're going to make a couple of these as opposed to just one or two. We're kind of just doing this to try to speed up the process a little bit. We're going to do that. Oh, shoot. Missed. There we go. We're also going to get rid of you because we don't need you anymore. I know it's kind of sad, but that's unfortunately the lemming lifestyle in this game. So for this one we need 83, it looks like. Okay. That's almost all of them, so. Yeah, the difficulty is so fun. Like, you know, it's not as stressful. You don't have to worry about, you know, perfection, which. That sounds like a sweet treat to me, honestly. Okay, patience. See, sometimes, guys, you gotta have patience when it comes to a game like this. So for this level right here, this one's really not too bad. I'm going to once again do a multi-bash here. Some lemmings will probably go back and fall off the pit on the back, but that's fine. Because I think we only need like 50%. And I'm going to go down here, start building, and that's pretty much that level. Now there is actually a way you can do this a bit faster, where if you make 2 of the lemmings bombers as soon as they drop, and then make them climb up this wall, they'll actually bomb, like, the corner of this and make, like, a step that you can use to, you know, get out of here. So you don't actually have to, like, you know, necessarily wait for the bridge all the way, which is kind of cool. I couldn't actually figure out the right timing on that, though, so I decided to just do it the normal way for marathon safety reasons. Oh, here's a level that Kerplop actually mentioned in chat. We all fall down. This is a level that's actually in every difficulty of the game. And they give you more lemmings you have to save each time, basically. But this drop right here, this drop, obviously your lemmings will splat and die if they fall from here. But if they dig through the floor, it'll create a drop that's not quite the splat height. So you essentially have to make all of these lemmings on this one long line diggers to get to the end. And like I said, in each difficulty they add 20 more each time, so it can get very difficult. Because you'll have to make sure there's like less spaces in between each one. And you also have to raise the release rate a lot earlier too, because they may not come out fast enough as well, so just things you have to look out for. It's kind of funny, in some versions of the game, this level is actually kind of a freebie, where for some reason this drop isn't splat height, so you just kind of walk to the end. But yeah, you gotta save every one of the lemmings in this level too, so it's a little longer because of that, but we do what we gotta do to save lemmings, you know. Okay. Ooh, I think this next level is going to be kind of a doozy of a level. And I kind of like this level, actually. I don't know how fast I'll get through it, but I'll do my best here. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to make 2 athletes, which athletes are just climbers and floaters together. And then I'm also going to go ahead and get a miner. Send you down. hope that's... I may have done that too late. We'll see, though. That might be fine. I think that's just good enough, actually. I'll try to do this one a bit sooner, just so I don't have to wait too long. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, save the animals. That's what we're doing. Oh, one of my lemmings drowned. I think it was the one that like went back. And that should be the level. Just gotta wait for them to get to the end here. Looks like we need to get 75. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on that. Also, yes, as Kerplop said in chat, a lot of the music in this game you'll find will be like public domain songs, you know, songs that you probably heard a lot as a child or something. You know, you have stuff like Itsy Bitsy Spider, London Bridge is Falling Down, Look at That Doggy in the Window. So we'll hear like a lot of classic songs of that nature. Okay, 75 I believe it was. I don't know why there was a bit of a gap there. Oh well. Should be getting finished here shortly. I'll wait a few more just to get an extra percentage there. And yeah, the music is a bop. These renditions are just great. I put a lot of these songs on my grinding playlist when I made that. Here's another very long level, actually. And a lot of these, like, early levels are, like, these early fun to, like, tricky levels. They'll focus a lot on, like, one lemming moving forward to do all the work. And then you release all the other lemmings, like, once all the work is done. And then, like I said, in, like, future levels, if they redo these concepts, you may have to do with, like, tighter restrictions or a shorter time limit. So, it'll test you in a number of ways. So you have to bash through all of these pillars here. Then we have to build over some gaps, too. And at some point, we're going to go back and release all the other lemmings. Because, you know, we could just wait till the lemming is, you know, done with everything. But since we are trying to do this fast, we need to also kind of release them a little fast, too. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this guy build one staircase, and when he starts the second one, then I'm going to release the others. And then I should be done by then. When you're building staircases like this, I believe it's 12 tiles. And when you get closer to the end, you'll hear like these little ticking sounds. That'll let you know that's essentially the bridge is about done. So let's go ahead and do that to you. Go back. That should be enough time. Oh yeah, well, we should have more than enough time. I think I do end up sacrificing like 20 or 30 seconds of wait time, but it's better than doing the whole level over again, so I think that's a mighty fine trade-off. Also, if you feel like you're above ground already, you can also like bash or dig or mine through a bridge to end early, so you can do that too. Then we have one last obstacle to build over. This should take about 2. And see, they're not even at the first bridge yet, so we should be fine. And there they are. Well, this actually ended up being pretty good timing, honestly. Okay, so let's go ahead and reduce lag a little bit. I actually didn't write down the release or the amount I need to save. So I'm just going to let them all get in there, just in case. This is a long level, so I don't want to redo it. And besides, they're all right there anyway. You remember seeing me practice level? Aw. That's awesome, Pixel. I'm glad you were there. Okay. Oh boy, here's another level that's kind of in the same exact vein, actually. So we're going to go to Paradise, which is all the way up here. But it's, again, more of the same, just building and waiting. A lot of the levels will amount to this, just a lot of building exercises. I think there's, like, at least, like, 2 other levels that'll kind of be like this in this run. You know what? I see what K-Man's saying in chat. I can see that. I guess a little bit of a fun fact that I like to bring up whenever I play this game and other games is one of the developer, I believe, of this. I mean, I never remember if it's like developer or publisher, but DMA Design was a name that was behind the original version of these games. And for those who don't know, DMA Design eventually became a company we like to know as Rockstar North, creators of Grand Theft Auto. So Lemmings and the GTA characters are in the same universe, technically. As well as the unicycles from Uniracers. So here's the one of the best songs in the game. It's like the Itsy Bitty Bitsy Spider combined with the Wedding March, by the way. Such a cracked, very cracked take on that, on 2 songs, honestly. Okay, 62. Oh, I'm more than done. That's okay. Okay, yeah, publisher was Psygnosis. That's what I thought. And I'll have a fun fact about Psygnosis when we get to that. But let me continue on to this level first. Okay, so this level, we're only going to be saving a certain number here. We're not going to be saving a lot of lemmings here. We're going to do that. I'm just pausing just to make sure I get this exact. Now we need to make sure we use all of our floaters here. And we're going to ignore what's happening on the left side of the screen. Don't need to worry about that. Once all the floaters make it, we should be good. There we go. So next up, 18. Okay, we have another bombing exercise here. I usually mess up the 5th bomber here, but I think I know the timing for all the other ones at least. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I'm just gonna do this to save myself here. I feel bad for that lemming that got sucked up by the fire there. Oh, shoot. I may have hit that too early. I totally did that too early. Okay, I might have to redo this level. Yep. Okay. Whoops. Got a little too antsy on that one. There's no way we're going to save 71 after that. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, so it's like one right here, one at the second pole, one right here. Okay, I'm gonna do this actually. Whoa. That's really weird that that happens. I don't know why. I guess there's like a sliver of a pixel not there. Okay, so let's wait a little bit, just for safety. Okay, we should be good now. Hey, I didn't nuke those lemmings. I incinerated them. And it was an accident, okay? Big difference. Cut me some slack there. Also, here's the theme song to Fighting Foodons. The only use of this song ever. Okay, 71, I believe. Okay, that should be good. Okay, level 19. Looks like we have another blocker trap at the beginning here. Oh, goody, this one. I remember this one. Boom. That's not too... Okay, that's fine. So yeah, this is once again another blocker trap where we have to have the lemming in front of everybody do all the work. And this is the long trip that he has to make before he ultimately builds right here. As far as when I let these lemmings go, I think I want to just do it when he starts building. I should be good. This is probably one of my favorite songs from the game, honestly. But I'll mention the most cracked one when we get to it. Oops, didn't mean to pause there. Why is it not working? Okay, there we go. I feel like I started the bridge a little late, but it should still work. At the very least, there's something I can do to stall for time if I need to. I just like mashing whenever they're doing this, just so I don't miss. That lemming, that one was uses. I can believe it. I can see you wanting to work ahead to help all of your other friends to safety. That's a pretty on-brand Sizz thing of you to do. What? How dare you go the other way? No, it's... I can't blow up Sizz. I can't blow up Sizz. Okay, 70 it looks like is the... I'll just let Sizz keep going. He's going back home for nappies. That sounds like Sizz. Okay, let's see what's next. Ashen build is needed. Okay. This is another kind of quick one. Once again, you can kind of use building exercises to kind of stall things out. I'm not going to raise the release rate just yet. I'm going to wait till 1 starts going. There we go. And I'm only going to raise it a little bit. Once again, some lemmings will go here, but we have a pretty safe rescue rate that we need. Okay. This one we need 60, it looks like. You can't swim in acid. Can't. No! Not even if you have goggles, you can't swim in acid. I don't care what a certain cartoon show may want you to believe, but the goggles, they do nothing. Okay, 60%, we're good there. Okay, which one is this? I never really remember what the... I remember all the silly names, but I don't remember what levels they're associated with. Okay, yeah, this is another pretty basic blocker trap at the beginning. Although, I don't know, I don't think you really even need to do this, if I'm being honest. This one's pretty easy. In fact, I want to say we can just, like, let him go right now, actually. Livin' Lem hanging on the edge of tomorrow, yep. Wait. Whoa! Hold on. How did... Okay, well, let's fix that. I'm just gonna restart this one. I think that one would be better to restart at that point. There was no way that was... I could have salvaged it, but there's no way it would have taken, like... It would have taken a long time. We'll try that again. And yeah, it was because I put him right here. That just created a hole right there. That was kind of... not very observant of me. Okay, we'll try this again. Okay, we'll wait till he's through this bone. Okay, let me make sure. Let me make sure this is fine. Okay, we good. You'd think this would be splat height, but it's not. And I'm thankful it's not, honestly. This is the last trap of this level, but it's really not even that much of a threat, like if you have a huge group of lemmings, because I think you can only kill one at a time. We might actually see it get used because they're coming a lot faster than I thought, but it'll kind of show what I was talking about anyway. You know what? Ah! Okay. Let's not watch that. We don't need to see that. See, I think it's once again 60%. There we go. Okay, next level I believe is a beast of a level, which this gets into what I wanted to talk about earlier. As K-Man pointed out, the publisher of this was Psygnosis. And in addition to having like one level of We All Fall Down, each difficulty also has a unique tile set that's based on an old Psygnosis game. And I believe the game was called Beast, so naturally we have a beast of a level. So, yeah, that's a bit of trivia there. And this is a really cool looking level, too. Shadow of the Beast. Okay, so it's not just Beast. But yeah, it's a really cool looking level. Like, I remember, like, this level from my childhood, and I obviously didn't know the reference back then, but I always thought it was, like, really cool looking. But yeah, this is just more of the same stuff we've been doing working ahead to eventually get everyone to safety. At some point, I'd like to do... not that. I might wait till I get through here, though. I want to make a stair that I can catch these lemmings so they don't go all the way back. I just don't know the best way or place to do that right now. Or, you know what, I'll just let him go on. This is what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to have a climber go this way. And I'm going to have another climber come through. And what I'm going to do with this climber, this one's obviously going to the exit, but I'm going to actually build into the top of this so he hits his head, turns around, and then we're going to dig down there. Meanwhile, you're going to dig up here to close in this hole. Then you're going to dig up this way. Also just a neat little song we get to listen to as well, which is kind of cool. And there we go, we should be good. We do have to wait for this long line of lemmings to go through, because again, we need 80%, and that looks like more than 20. And I think there's 100 lemmings here, so yeah, we do have to kind of wait this out a little bit, but that's fine. Boom! So it probably would have helped if I got like this staircase over here built like maybe around here or somewhere to trap them a little earlier. I just don't know the correct timing for that. Okay, so 80%. There we go. Okay, let's keep moving on. Level 23. Only need to save 25% on this one. Now, if you're a fan of an old-time Sonic Stream marathon of Odin specs, today we're going to go #GoLeft. There's actually like 2 different ways you can go in this level. You can go left or right, but the left path is faster, technically. Faster, and there's like less tools you have to utilize. I can probably raise the release layer a bit more too. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let you guys get stuck in this hole for now. We're just going to let this guy work forward. There we go. I always hate when you're trying to get lemmings through like a little tight area when they're all in there. Sometimes it may take a few clicks before you get the right input. Oh shoot. Okay, let's see if we can. There we go. As long as he plugs up the hole, we should be fine. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. He's probably gonna turn around. this one more time. Mash one more time, and now we're going to get these guys out of here. And that should be that level. Pretty sus exit. So yeah, that's what happens if you go left, just to kind of showcase this. This is what you have if you go right. And honestly, this just looks way more dangerous. I'm glad we hashtag went left. I think we were better for going left, honestly. Okay. That level's done. I think we actually have some quick levels actually coming up here. Oh yeah, this is a quick level. We need 66% on this one. There we go. How come lemmings live such in a scary world? Well, Snack, look around. We live in a scary world. Is it really any different than what we deal with? I guess another very quick and easy level as well. Yeah, I love that too, Bobo. Let's go! Then the exit goes, or the entrance or whatever. So we're gonna mine through these webs. And there we go. I think we need 50. Yeah, see? Bill avoids acid in his life, too, so... Really, shouldn't we all be trying to avoid the giant vat of acid that's just, you know, around? Okay, Nightmare on Lem Street. Oh, this level only has 2 lemmings, but we do have to save them both, so... What we're going to do for that is we're just going to stagger staircases. Now, I want to say we just need 1 for this one. Yep, we're good. And then we do it again here. Give 1 more step just in case. And see what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him bonk his head on this staircase. Or I found the exact... Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. There is, like, pixel perfect timing where you can actually make him go through the staircase. I thought I actually got that for a second. Okay, there we go. So we actually only have 4 levels left. I think this one's another kind of quick one. We need 50% on this one. This one can actually be kind of tricky, too, if you don't do it exactly right. So I'm going to actually mine with you. I'm going to also make you a floater. I'm going to have you do that. And I'm going to have you build from here. Now, some will go splat here, but remember, we do have a... Is that enough? That is still not enough. Okay, come on. I thought I did it, like, late enough, but apparently not. Okay, there we go. Something someone else might do is they might actually, like, go around this way, up and over and around. Which is safer, but it's also more time-consuming, so we're not doing that. There we go. So there we go. 3 more levels. This is probably, like, my least favorite level of the run, if I'm being honest. I actually, like, if you mess this one up late, you can waste a lot of time. So I'm not a fan of this one. So we're gonna make this guy an athlete, which is, again, just a climber and a floater together. We're gonna dig you guys a little further. I'm going to go ahead and focus on you for right now before I get this next part going. So I think we want to build right here. Now we're going to go back to here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a few lemmings to go forward, but not all of them. Okay, we will lose some right there, unfortunately. I also don't like that you're going backwards, but that's okay too. Let me stagger some of you guys out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try to build a little... Oh, okay, there was a second lemming on him, I guess. We're going to build a little network of blocking and building here. And if you actually build into a blocker, they will actually turn the builder around too, which is kind of cool. Perfect. And this is the reason why we only want a couple of these guys to go, because we don't want to have them all kind of like messing around over here. So that's why we kind of got everything set up here first. I think that should still be high enough. That should be good. I don't like how close he is to the side, but that's okay. Probably around here we can start letting them go, but I'm going to make sure this next blocker gets set up fine before I do that. Okay. Now we're going to let you go. A little slow, but hey, I'd rather, in a marathon setting like this, I'd rather be safe. I know there's like a future version of this level where it's like you quite literally do not have like very many builders. So you quite literally have to use, like, all that you're given. And if, like, you mess one thing up, it's the whole level you have to redo again. It's kind of a pain. Okay. And again, I think it's, looks 60%. There we go. Okay. For this next level, the song that plays here is certifiably a banger. But yeah, this is the last, like, big level. The last level of the run is actually kind of short, believe it or not, so we're actually about done. We're, like, within minutes of being done. We're gonna build up here. Yeah, this is probably my favorite remix in the game, if I'm being honest. I just really like the instrumentation, honestly. Our London Bridge, yes. Okay. So, gotta get up here now. Don't fall, don't fall. They didn't fall. They fell there, though. That should still be fine. Yeah, a little annoying, but yeah, this will still work. Funny thing is, this steel stuff you actually can't dig, mine, or bash through. But if, like, you're already bashing, like, part of something else that's not steel, you can actually dig through the steel still. So that's kind of an exploit you can kind of use a little bit in some of the, like, later levels of the game. We actually did kind of use that in an earlier level too, believe it or not, but it was harder to know then because I didn't really call attention to it. Okay. So now that we did actually hit the steel, now we actually have to build out of here. Which this could be a little awkward. Oh, we're actually kind of stuck there. Okay, we actually need to, unfortunately, do this. Unfortunately, there's no digging up task, so we have to kind of blow a hole through the ceiling here. Okay. Okay. Perfect. I think that's everyone. Yep, everyone should be up here. Okay. One little part left. Okay, they keep digging to the right when I'm trying to make them dig to the left. That's the one kind of annoying thing about, like, when you have all the lemmings kind of, like, crowded around here. But yeah, no problem. I was glad I was able to play this. This is a game that's a childhood classic of mine, and it's a game I've always wanted to kind of speed through in some way, so I figured the Stat Game Marathon was a perfect place for it. But this is our last level right here. Time will be when it fades to black when I'm done. And this level is actually pretty short, so this will not take too much time at all. Okay, unfortunately I didn't mean to do that, though. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do this. Wrong way! Actually, shoot, that might not be good. Actually, no, that's perfect. Yeah, because they'll go... Yeah, they'll hit that step, so yeah, we're good. Okay, so we just need 66%. Get ready on time when I say so. That will be the end. Probably could have sped up the release rate a little more, but whatever. Time! Let me see what we got here. Oh. I'm a little behind on stream, so I actually don't see the timer right now, but that's it. That's the fun rating of Lemmings. Like I said, though, there are 3 other difficulties in this game, so that means there's 90 more levels that you could conceivably play through. So if you ever get a chance to play this game, pick up this game, definitely give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. I love this game so much. And I think there's actually like a lot of hacks that have been made where people have created their own levels and they've made like level packs and stuff, which is, you know, kind of cool. I haven't gotten involved with that, but that is something that's always kind of interested me in some way. But yeah, that's Lemmings. We do get a little cutscene, a celebratory cutscene here for completing the fun difficulty. 53-57. Funnily enough, I think my run last night, my last practice run, was a little better than that, but only by seconds. So yeah, not bad. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. As usual, thank you guys for having me here for the Stat Game Marathon. I always enjoy doing these runs and these races and all this other stuff for you guys. Coming up next, I believe we have some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So if you guys want to join in on the fun, we got Bill the Fajita and Toad in Wonderland hosting this block. We'll have a tournament going on for a bit of time, so, you know, get your racing shoes on and have some fun with Mario Kart. But this has been Slim Kirby. I am a Let's Player on YouTube and a streamer on Twitch. On Twitch, I play Mario Party, I play randomizers, I try to clear games from my backlog. I do a lot of fun stuff here. I feel like I don't need to say much about my YouTube channel. I've been doing Let's Plays for 16 years almost, so don't really... I have a Let's Play of Lemmings, actually, I'll say that. I do have a Let's Play of Lemmings, so if you want to come watch that, definitely. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity to be here. Had a lot of fun. Check out Lemmings. So, yeah. Later, folks.